Hey there, it's Kent, and for this week's Weekly Wisdom, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about accountability, right? I was doing a podcast in the last few days, and one of the questions that came up was, what are some of the key differences between successful people and people that are just kind of going through the motions? And I would say probably one of the biggest things is you have to recognize that you are accountable. You got to lose the victim mentality, right? Successful people, entrepreneurs, people that are going for it, people that are taking risks, people that are achieving great things in life, people that are living the life that most people look at and are envious of. I can tell you one common characteristic that at least I've noticed is that they're accountable, that they recognize that it's up to them. You never see them playing the victim. You never see them sitting back and blaming others, or if they do, they're quick to rephrase, they're quick to reframe, they're quick to take a step back and say, wait a minute, that's not exactly what I meant. I know it's my responsibility. I know I'm a product of my decisions. I know that in the end, I can do what I'm capable of doing. That's a key ingredient to success. I think it's really tough to be successful without losing the victim mentality, without being accountable to yourself, without taking responsibility for feeding your mind, right? Listening to the podcast, educating yourself, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, seeking out business coaching, seeking out mentors, going to masterminds, going to, local meetups, whatever the case may be, doing whatever you need to do to grow as a business person, as an entrepreneur. Equally, it's really tough to be a good husband, a good father, if you're not investing the time. Or mother. You can't sit back and say, well, we've all heard the stories of people that were burning the candle at both ends, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever, but they're still the best of the best when it comes to parenting, right? They're investing the time, they're staying up late, they're helping the kids with their homework, they're doing whatever they've got to do. So that victim mentality, it's just easier to tell ourselves it's somebody else's fault. It's just easy for us to say, yeah, but if I only had that, I could achieve what I wanted to achieve. That's just easy, right? It's a crutch. And I think the faster you lose that, the quicker you're on your way to achieving great things. I heard it phrased to me by a mentor one time, and I've never forgotten. I've repeated it, probably even on some of these podcasts or on some of these videos. But it's never a lack of resources that's holding you back. It's a lack of resourcefulness. Not a lack of resources, a lack of resourcefulness, period. Meaning, it isn't about money. If you wanted something in your life, or if you wanted more time, or if you wanted to do these things, there is a solution. You just have to be resourceful enough and committed enough and driven enough and intentional enough that you go and seek out the solution. You have to be patient enough for the solution to present itself, because you're putting yourself in the right situation over and over and over and over again. The solution is not going to present itself by sitting around with a bunch of broke people that continue to tell you how hard life is and how the government's going to solve your problems and how it's this person's fault or that person's fault. That kind of environment is never going to produce the solution. Go hang around and be around people that are offering solutions to real problems. They're willing to dig in with you, change the way you think, be resourceful. There are entrepreneurs everywhere. There are mentors and trainers and outreach programs everywhere that will people will sit down with you and talk and present solutions to you and share information with you. In fact, I would go as far as to say we are in an amazing age where there is more free information than in any other time. I mean, we're all walking around with an encyclopedia in our pocket. If you want to learn how to invest in real estate, there's probably only 100,000 videos on YouTube just on the topic of wholesaling real estate, right? One little niche. There's probably only at least 10,000 books on Amazon, at least 10,000 books on Audible. There's only, that I know of, about 100 different podcasts that are covering the topic. And that's just what you can get your hands on from your pocket, right? Much less reaching out locally and finding people. So the time for the excuses is over, right? Check your ego at the door, humble yourself, and just figure out how to make it happen. It is never a lack of resources. It's a lack of resourcefulness. It means this isn't right. And I can't think of a better thing to invest in than getting this right. You get this right, amazing things happen. So stop, I would tell you, You want to know a key ingredient? Be accountable. Step up. Be accountable for what goes on here each and every day, and you will immediately start to see different things happen in your business and in your life. Take care. It's what I got for this week. See ya.